Hiya, I've just come on today for a quick flick through of the things that I did at the weekend. You may have seen my other videos. I went to the National Festival of Making in Blackburn at the weekend. It's always on the first weekend of July each year, and it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, there's that much on. They produce a big brochure. They have all these different venues all the way around the town. And it's a not-for-profit arts organisation that puts it on. So all these different people that help to fund it, organisations, and it's just absolutely amazing. There's art in manufacturing, there's lots of exhibitions, there's talks, often famous people come as well. There was all different screenings of films. I'm just letting you know rough, in case you want to go next year, because it's absolutely brilliant. You get such a buzz out of it. There's workshops for children and families. There's workshops for all ages. One specifically for adults. There's all these different workshops that are going on each day, and absolutely nearly all of it is free. It's absolutely amazing. There's lots of music and performances, fun for the under fives. It's just so much. It's just absolutely amazing. I just couldn't get around it all. I mean, they have these markets: Taste Lancashire Market, all food and drink; Makers Market, all independent makers; street food and whatever. I just did not get a chance to look around it all. There was just so much to do. So many workshops and things that I would have loved to have gone to. I did consider going back on Sunday, but I didn't make it. I don't live in Blackburn, so getting there and back isn't the best for me. Anyway, if you get a chance to go there in the future, I definitely recommend it. I'll show you some of the things I did. There was a print rally, which there's no skill involved, but it was just fun. It basically started out with, it was a zine. They had this zine that you folded up as a zine, and then you went around all these different print stations printing all these different images, and they're all two. So you print the blue one, and then the orange, the yellow, then the purple, and they're all lino prints. The person that put it on did these lino prints. There's like this guitar, and this one's like a sewing theme one. It's like a manufacturing one. But there's like six. He ended up with 6 prints at the end. And they're just, it's fun because you're going around all the different locations, visiting all the different workshops, and if it was part of the event anyway. So while you're at them, you can have a go at printing them. You add the ink and you put, and you just press it down, and you've got your ink. So it's a simple print, but it's fun, and you come away with a nice little booklet of prints. So that's one thing. I did another thing where they had these great big prints that you could add ink to with a roller on the ink, and then you put your paper on it and you put another roller over it to get the pressure. Didn't come out that well, but still nice to have. That was one of them, and this was another one. But then there was also a die cutting machine there which you could also put them through, and that was much better. The extra pressure was absolutely amazing. And look at this fox. It's absolutely amazing. It's I think this must be a lino print because you can see all the carved things. It's absolutely wonderful. And I also did one of a badger, and there's 3 badgers on there. Amazing. So yeah, that was good to try. I mean, no skill involved, but it was just fun. And then I had a go at screen printing, and I screen printed this. Sorry about that, I just had to stop it there, I got called. Right, this is the print, the screen print that I did. It says, "Art is magical in a world that is brutal," by Cornel Parker, that phrase. It's Blackburn School of Art that was given us the opportunity to have a go. Well, I could just cut it out there and frame it, but I think I might actually just cut round the words, make it smaller because it's quite large. It's an A3 bit of paper. And then I had to go at resew or ISO printing. Well, you don't do the printing yourself, but you draw 2 images that are the same size image. It was supposed to be just a head, like very childish, just an outline of a head and just draw some eyes and hair and everything. But you had to do 2 because the special machine that they have, it feeds them through and they join together. It's a bit odd. Anyway, this is my one. See, it's not, you don't have to be arty. There was all like this. I had a JJJ, Don't Join July. Not this is really part of it, but and I gave her a butterfly necklace. So that was the that was the first layer. And you had to do another layer. So you drew. They gave you a template for the head, but then you just decorated it. So I put a flower in her hair. Got 2026 there, and lots of hearts like her dress. And then they put it through this machine that looks like a photocopier, and it prints the image orange, and then they put the other image through. It then prints on top pink. Because they've got one drum with Sawyer ink that's orange and one that's pink. But it joins the images together. That's why it's supposed to have them the same. Mine were not a bit out, so we've got double eyes and double lips, but it's sort of a fun thing to do. But the pink isn't very pink, so they put it through more than once. And so until you get you get several to take away, because then it becomes really pink. No idea what I'm going to do with it. I'll just rip it up and use it in a master board or something. But anyway, it was just something to try. I didn't really know what I was doing, what I was there for, but I thought, well, this space, I'll go and join it and have fun. Very childlike, and that's good, isn't it, to do something like that. And I've got some scraps left from the heart, so I'll use them in something. And then I had to go at block lettering. This is the thing that we was following, and it was with brush and ink. So it was showing you how to hold the brush and the directions, how to do straight lines and curvy lines. And it was somebody that actually teaches sign lettering and calligraphy, and she'd come to do this workshop, which was free. It was good to try it. E-Letter is a company, which is ELETTR. I wouldn't say it's something I took to or would do again particularly, but you know, I've had a go at it. So the first thing we did was just trying to do some straight lines. So we're just practicing straight lines, then we practice going that way, so that if we did like letters E and stuff like that, we could do it. And then we was practicing some curvy lines, so JJJ for July, S for my initials, VHS for Be Happy Stationery, and another one. I was practicing lots of different letters, so let's do my initials and JJJ again, Be Happy Stationery, initials again, my initials again. So kept doing things that I thought I might cut out and use, but I don't know. But anyway, I've got that to play with. And then we were supposed to do a sign at the end, so I just did Be Happy. Couldn't fit stationery on. I got the Y wrong, but I got everything else okay. I could add a B there or flower or something, and trim it down, make a sign. I might do that. So if I do, I'll update you. And then I went to have a go at, what do they call it? Shazika, I think. I'll just have a look what it's called. Shaziko. It's by Meaningful Merch. So it was like a drop-in workshop. It's a Japanese hand stitching technique. And it's basically, there was loads of scraps. Gave me a pretty bag to put it in, so that's useful for me. And we just was joining them together. Now I didn't finish it, but it's basically doing a lot of straight attacking stitch really, but you would just do it all the way through. And this was the logo for the event, so the idea was to do something with the logo, which you could take away and then perhaps decorate a bag or just make it a piece of wall art or something, frame it. But basically I joined the pieces on. I just picked some, there was just a pile of scrap fabric, and I just picked some coordinated fabric and started sewing them. Then when the needle went out and I couldn't thread it, I just gave up on that one and started another piece of thread. But she gave me lots of thread so that I could continue it at home. I could have stayed there longer, but I didn't want to miss out on other opportunities doing other things, so I thought I'll finish it at home. So my plan is to do some more stitching on it and add some buttons. You know me, I love buttons on things, so, and then perhaps frame it or something. So that will be something I do. That might be something I do on a evening sat in the car, even perhaps on my crafting sessions in the car, and I will update you on how I get on with that. And that's that, really. It was really brilliant. But I will just show you a couple of things. This was my 3rd year of going. These are a couple of things from last year. I made a badge that says I am me, which used some paint, a paintbrush image and some flower images. So I really like that. If you can see it really well there. And then we made this scene last year. And there was all sorts of bits of magazines and typed information and stickers and all sorts of things on this table, and we just made this scene. I liked this phrase, although it did have the word "to" missing, but push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. But so I added the "to" in there, some butterflies, and then there's all different bits from different magazines, like there's a bookshop there, and a rug that I liked, and a plant that I liked, paintbrushes that I liked, and then of course knowing, you know, the zine didn't have a pocket in it, but I just had to add a pocket and an additional pocket on the pocket. Don't worry, be happy. I just happened to find that, so I thought that was brilliant. And a rainbow, I love rainbows. And then this page, have you heard the buzz? So I was looking for bees, see if I could involve it in some way. Bee Happy Stationery. And look at these women all joined together with like one outfit. And another rainbow. And this really colourful girl with the plaits. I love having my hair in plaits. I've got really long hair, but mine's grey. And then this really colourful whimsy friends, best friends. I thought that was great, that one together. So that's just so me, the whimsy, and I love the hair on that one. And this one says snailed it. And then when I was at this workshop last year, I got this image and then finished it off at home. I'll put it that way so you can see it. It's an image of a woman, and I've stamped on her face with this stamp that I've got that's like a bubble stamp, and I've dripped some paint and I coloured her lips in, and I had it saved to put in to sort of punk it up. So that was the one from last year, the zine from last year. I don't think I've got anything from the year before. I had a go at willow weaving and different printing techniques. I've done all sorts of things, but anyway, that was it. So if you ever get a chance to go to the National Festival of Making, if you're in Blackburn or anywhere near Blackburn, it's definitely worth going. It's on for a weekend, but they have other things off throughout the year, little things, you know, weekly things like zine making workshops and that, but this is just the festival that's on. So yes, that's it. Bye for now.